Hey guys, what's going on? Ken Rayder here for Rayder Sports. How are we doing today? So, as you guys know, a couple weeks ago I made a top 25 video on the Amway top 25, the coaches poll that nobody really pays much attention to. And now we have finally gotten the preseason AP top 25 poll, the one that counts, the one most people pay attention to. If you're new to my channel, let me explain. We go from 5 to 25 when we do a college football breakdown. We go from 5 to 25, and then we throw the top 4 in the bracket form just to be interesting, just for something different. So let's get right into this. Coming in at number 5 is the Ohio State Buckeyes. I think this is a little overrated myself. No more Urban Meyer. Obviously, you lost J.T. Barrett. And so this is obviously going to be, I feel, a weaker Ohio State team. So I feel like this is probably the most overrated one. Then at number 6, you have LSU, who I'm kind of okay with this. But some people are taking exception, wondering how LSU is ranked so high. But I think it's because they're finally going to have quarterback play for the first time in like forever. So hopefully, LSU gets better on. Hopefully that comes to fruition. LSU gets better, and we can go from there. Numbers at number 7 and number 8. This is kind of where I think this should be flip-flopped, because Florida beat Michigan in the bowl. I think Florida should probably be 7. Florida fans are going to be angry about this, the fact that they whipped Michigan's ass in the Peach Bowl. But obviously that's last year. But I think that should at least carry over. So Michigan 7, 8 Florida, number 9, always overranked, always overhyped, always Notre Dame, and number 10, always overranked, always overhyped, number 10 Texas Longhorns. Because as I've been saying, I don't think Texas is quite back yet. Number 11 is the Oregon Ducks. Number 12 is Texas A&M. And speaking of Oregon, they open the season against number 16 Auburn in what will be the only ranked versus ranked week 1 game of the season. Number 12 Texas A&M. Number 13 is Washington, who I feel obviously it'll come down. The Pac-12 North will come down to Oregon and Washington. Number 14 is Utah, who I guess you could say statistically leads the Pac-12 South. 15 is Penn State. 16 is Auburn, who, as I said, opens up against number 11 Oregon. Number 17 is the only Group of 5 team on this list. It is the University of Central Florida. The Knights, once again, entering for like the 3rd straight season, ranked. And so that's really cool for them, showing that they are the dominant power team in the Group of 5. Number 18 is Michigan State. Number 19 is Wisconsin. 20 is Iowa. 21 is Iowa State. Probably making that rivalry a little more interesting when it comes around, because this could be one of the rare times where both of them are ranked coming into that Iowa State game. Number 22 is probably the team I'm most interested in seeing, and that would be Syracuse, because they have been the team who has constantly played Clemson tough, even though that game Clemson had injuries and other types of issues in which Syracuse almost won that game. But there is this really big hype against Syracuse, and they open up against one of my favorite personal teams. They open up against Liberty. And so I'm just looking forward to Syracuse and Liberty taking on each other, and I think that is probably going to be one of the games that you can almost put the team on upset alert. But I'm really excited to see Syracuse. Number 23. Now we get to teams I don't think should be ranked. after we go to Washington State at 23, the argument can be made because they were so good last year that they could even be ranked higher. But I don't think Washington State is going to be as good as they were last year. Number 24 is the biggest irritant to me on the planet. How does a 4-8 Nebraska team get number 24? I know, I understand. I love Scott Frost and everything he did creating the UCF dynasty. But this is Nebraska. This is the Big Ten. It's a very different ball game he's playing in. And I just don't see it coming to fruition. I think we're going to watch Nebraska struggle, especially early. They start off with South Alabama, so maybe they get through that one. But wherever their schedule goes, once they hit into that Big Ten, I don't think Nebraska is there yet. And number 25 is Stanford, meaning my Northwestern Wildcats do not make the top 25. They finished on the last of the next 5 out, followed previous by Missouri, Army, Mississippi State, Miami, and then Northwestern, who will knock out Stanford, who will probably jump Nebraska and will probably be ranked in week 2. So guys, thank you for watching. Oh wait, almost jumped ahead of myself here. Trying to close this out. Because you can see, I get so pissed off when it comes to this Stanford, Nebraska 24 and 25 and the fact that Northwestern is out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we got? So number 1. No, let's start at number 4. Number 4 is Oklahoma. And their opponent, no, number 3 is Georgia. 2 would be Alabama, meaning number 1, last year's champion, defending champion. Obviously, number 1 will be the Clemson Tigers, which will lead us to a Clemson versus Bama round 5. The Empire Strikes Back. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Ken Rayder, and I am signing out.